Right now, as you watch this, you believe you are choosing to be here. You believe you decided to click. You believe the thought that led you here was yours. It wasn't. An algorithm produced it. A notification triggered it. A dopamine loop your brain has been running for years delivered you to this exact moment and called it a choice. This is not a conspiracy. This is neuroscience. And it means something deeply uncomfortable. The man sitting where you are right now, the man who believes he is thinking, is largely being thought. His attention is being directed. His desires are being manufactured. His fears are being amplified. His identity is being shaped by systems specifically engineered to govern him without him ever noticing. Marcus Aurelius understood this without a single piece of modern technology to confirm it. He wrote every morning, not to feel good, not to be productive, but to reclaim the one territory that belongs entirely to him, his own mind. And here is what 2,000 years of Stoic philosophy and 20 years of modern neuroscience agree on completely. The man who does not deliberately govern his mind, why, will have it governed for him, always, by whoever or whatever is loudest. Daniel wakes up. Before his feet touch the floor, he checks his phone. 17 seconds of wakefulness before the first external signal enters his mind. He does not notice this. It feels like morning. It feels like his morning. But in those 17 seconds, someone else's content has already begun shaping what he thinks about, what he wants, what he feels lacking, what he believes needs fixing about himself or his life. By the time Daniel sits at his desk, he has consumed the opinions of 40 people. He has absorbed 3 pieces of content designed to make him feel inadequate in specific ways that specific products can solve. He has had his attention directed, redirected, and directed again by systems whose only measurement of success is how long they held him. And he calls this being informed. He calls this connection. He calls this his morning. The Stoics had a word for this state: akrasia, the condition of acting against your own better judgment, of being moved by something other than your reason, of living in a mind that belongs to your impulses rather than your values. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present, not the present that the feed constructs, not the present that anxiety manufactures, the actual present, the one that exists before any external signal tells you what to think about it." Most men never experience that present because they never reclaim the mind that could experience it. It's question for you. How many seconds passed between waking up this morning and the first external signal entering your mind? Dr. Andrew Huberman's research on dopamine and attention reveals a mechanism most men have no idea is running them. The dopamine system was designed for one purpose: to drive you toward things that help you survive and reproduce. Food, safety, connection, achievement. But dopamine does not respond to value. It responds to novelty, to unpredictability, to the variable reward, the slot machine principle, where the not knowing what comes next generates more dopamine than the reward itself. This is precisely how every major platform in your phone was engineered, not by accident, by design. The infinite scroll, the variable notification timing, the like counter that updates unpredictably, the algorithm that serves something slightly different every time you return, all of it built around one insight: unpredictable reward produces the strongest dopamine response and the weakest capacity for voluntary attention, which means every hour you spend in this system is an hour your brain's capacity for deliberate, focused thought is being actively degraded, not weakened from lack of use. Actively degraded, the way a muscle weakens, not from rest, but from being pulled in the wrong direction for long enough. Epictetus identified the mechanism. Without the neuroscience, men are disturbed not by things, but by the opinions about things. The modern version of this is precise. Men are disturbed not by their circumstances, but by the content their algorithms serve them about their circumstances. And the man who cannot distinguish between his own thought and the thought the feed produced is not a free man. He is a managed one. Daniel at lunch, eating alone, phone face up on the table. He is not on it. He is just aware it is there. And that awareness alone, the mere presence of the device, reduces his available cognitive capacity by measurable degrees. This is not speculation. Research from the University of Texas found that the presence of a smartphone, even face down, even silent, reduces fluid intelligence and working memory in proportion to how dependent the user is on it. The phone does not need to be active to govern his mind. Its presence is enough. Daniel does not know this. He believes he is thinking clearly. He believes the thoughts arriving at his lunch table are his own. Some of them are, but they are arriving in a mind that has been systematically reduced in its capacity for depth, focus, and self-direction over months of daily engagement with systems designed to reduce exactly those things. Seneca wrote this 2,000 years ago about a different kind of noise, the noise of the crowd, the bathhouse, the forum. Retire into yourself as much as you can. Associate with people likely to improve you. Welcome those who you are capable of improving. In 2026, the crowd is in your pocket. The bathhouse is your feed. The forum never closes. And the man who never retires into himself, because the noise is always available and always compelling, never meets himself, never builds himself, never builds anything that lasts. Another question for you. When was the last time you spent 60 uninterrupted minutes with only your own thoughts? No input, no content, no noise. Every morning, before Rome woke, before the generals arrived, before the empire made its demands, Marcus Aurelius sat alone and wrote, not to be productive, not to plan, not to feel inspired, to examine what was in his mind, before the day filled it, with everything that was not his. He called this the discipline of assent, the practice of examining every impression, every desire, every fear, before allowing it to govern his behavior. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. This is not a motivational quote. This is a precise operational instruction. Power over your mind means the ability to examine a thought before acting on it, to ask, is this mine? Did this come from my values? Or from my fear? From my judgment? Or from what the algorithm decided I should feel inadequate about today? The man who cannot ask this question is not free. He is reactive. He is managed. He is living inside a mind whose governors he has never identified and never questioned. The man who asks it daily, who practices the examination before the day begins its colonization. That man owns something that cannot be taken, sold, or optimized away. His own attention, and therefore, his own life. The solution is not to leave, not to delete the apps, not to live in a monastery, not to perform digital minimalism for an audience of people who are still on the same platforms. The solution is what the Stoics called prosos, self-attention, the disciplined practice of knowing what is in your mind and how it got there. In practice, this means three things. First, the morning gap between waking and the first external signal. Create deliberate space. Not an hour, 5 minutes. Sit with what is actually in your mind before anything external enters it. Marcus Aurelius used this time to prepare his philosophy. You can use it to simply notice what you actually think before being told what to think. Second, the attention audit. Once per day ask, what did I give my attention to today that I did not choose to give it to? Not judgment, just inventory. The man who can answer this question honestly begins to see the map of who is actually governing his mind. Third, the deliberate input. Choose what enters your mind, the way a serious man chooses what enters his body, not with perfectionism, with intention. Epictetus taught, first learn the meaning of what you say, and then speak. The modern version, first learn the meaning of what you consume, then consume. Weeks later, Daniel wakes up, phone on the other side of the room, deliberate. He lies still for 4 minutes. No content, no input, just what is actually in his mind, when nothing is filling it. It is uncomfortable at first. The mind reaches for the phone, for input, for something to process that someone else produced. He stays with the discomfort. Not dramatically, not with a speech, just 4 minutes of sitting, with his own actual mind, before the day begins. And something arrives in those 4 minutes that had not been arriving before. A thought that is entirely his. A clarity about what actually matters today that no algorithm produced. A direction that came from inside, rather than from whatever was loudest. He does not solve everything in 4 minutes. He does not transform. But for the first time in longer than he can remember, he begins his day inside his own mind. Not the feed's version of it, not the algorithm's construction of it, not the managed, directed, monetized version of a man who forgot that his attention belongs to him, his, and that ownership, quiet, unglamorous, entirely private, is the beginning of everything the Stoics were actually talking about. Marcus Aurelius asked himself one question every morning for 20 years. Not, what do I need to accomplish today? Not, how do I feel? Not, what does the room expect? What is in my mind right now? And is it mine? That question, asked honestly, answered without comfort, acted on without applause, is the entire Stoic practice, compressed to its essential form. Your mind is the only territory you will ever truly own, not your achievements, not your reputation, not what others think of you, or what the algorithm decides you are, your mind. And right now, it is being governed by whoever designed the system. You spend the most time inside. The only question is, when do you take it back? Comment below. How many minutes passed between waking up this morning and the first external signal entering your mind? Subscribe to Unique Vision for the man who is ready to stop being thought and start thinking.